Welcome back to another episode of the Transformation series, where I use the power of mods to change Project Zomboid into some of our favorite games and movies. Today we're going to take a look at the much beloved gaming franchise Fallout, a series that's been around for decades, spanning many successful mainline entries and spin-offs. Shout out to Silly for suggesting this in the comments, and if any of you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment on the video. With that being said, let's get into it. Let's begin this transformation by making the world feel a little more like it's been devastated by nuclear war. We'll be using a combination of toxic fog and green climate to do this. Toxic fog can be used to simulate a radiated environment by adding a damaging effect to heavy fog. The fog will contaminate the air inside rooms that have openings, such as open or smashed doors, windows, or walls to the outside atmosphere. You will need to find a fully enclosed room or wear a mask to protect yourself from the deadly air. That's where Working Mask comes into play, a mod that gives masks the ability to protect against this effect. It's important to note that with this mod, every area that's not enclosed during the fog will damage the player if they're exposed to it without a mask. While that is good on its own, if you're willing to put in a little extra work, Toxic Zones allows you to customize exactly what areas are affected, giving you full range to create your ideal version of Knox County after nuclear fallout. So if you want the god-awful city of West Point to be the only place you need to be wary of, you can do that. Toxic fog works well on its own, but the appearance of the vanilla fog is a little lackluster when it comes to trying to imitate the feel of Fallout. That's why I recommend the optional green climate mod. This mod makes the weather turn green progressively as the day goes on, till it reaches a darker and deeper green at night, or alternatively, an option to make the weather dark green forever, closely resembling the look of Fallout 4 rad storms. Next, let's add a few locations straight from the game. Fallout 4 Sanctuary adds the well-known town from the game, and as someone who has spent a lot of time here in Fallout 4, let me tell you that this mod recreates the settlement extremely well, offering a new contender for your favorite base location with only 2 ways to get in or out. It's an easy area to defend, and to top it off, there's a Red Rocket gas station just across the bridge. This location has everything you could ever need. Vault-Tec, Kentucky adds 3 underground vaults to the game, located in Louisville, Mojave, and Rosewood. You can access an elevator at each location that will send you down into the vaults. Each vault is fully stocked with everything you could possibly want for survival, and credit to the mod author on this one because there are tons of little details that I enjoyed while walking through these. Give this mod a try and see for yourself all that it has to offer. Just make sure you bring a sledgehammer. Over the river adds a bridge with a town above it, similar to the small settlement Erefu in Fallout 3. Next, let's do something about our rugged looking survivor here. There's tons of outfits to choose from, but let's start with the most well known from the series, Fallout Vault Suit and Pip-Boy. This mod gives you the chance to roleplay as a vault dweller by adding 2 items, a one-piece Vault 12 suit and a Pip-Boy that acts as a fully functional watch. Just keep in mind that the Pip-Boy clips with some other clothing options. Next, we'll be adding a handful of mods by Kepi in their Project Fallout series of mods, starting with Ranger Gear. This mod adds roughly 26 pieces of clothing based on NCR Rangers and Riot Gear. Legionary Armor, a mod that adds about 25 clothing pieces based on Caesar's Legion armors. And lastly, Trooper Armor, a mod that adds 23 clothing pieces and 1 weapon based on NCR Trooper uniforms. Next, we'll dive into the Power Armor mods available. Project Fallout Scientific Armoury adds 2 Power Armor sets, T51 and MK2, consisting of a one-piece suit and a helmet. Then there are a few options made by Darlak, including Power Armor T60, the Enclave X-02 Power Armor, and his own rendition of the Power Armor T51. Now you might be thinking, all of this is nice, but the moment I see a zombie my immersion will be broken. And that's where Fallout style ghouls comes in. This mod changes the textures for vanilla zombies to more closely resemble feral ghouls from the Fallout series, with skin ravaged by prolonged exposure to radiation. It also adds the ability for you to play as a ghoul yourself if you'd like. This mod combined with zombieattackvariety, a mod that changes the vanilla zombie attacks from bites into more vicious swings, gives an entirely new feel to the zombies of old. Now let's add mods to help deal with these dangerous ghouls. We'll lay the foundation with combat text, a mod that adds a visual health bar above zombies with numbers for damage dealt. Then we'll be using a mod I've used before on this channel, Advanced Trajectory, to change the vanilla aiming mechanics to something that requires a bit more touch. These two mods together mimic the combat from later Fallout games. Next we'll be adding a multitude of weapons to the game, starting with Project Fallout Scientific Weaponry. This mod alone adds 13 weapons to the game from Fallout 2 in New Vegas, including laser rifle and pistol, urban plasma rifle and pistol, Gatling laser, Chinese Gauss rifle, anti-material rifle, thermic lance, super sledge, shish kebab, ballistic power fist, M75 Gauss rifle, and PPK-12 Gauss pistol. Then we'll also be using Ranger Sequoia, GMP-12 rescue shotgun, FMG-9X Kingsman, the Ratslayer, and a mod from St. Kendrick, Fallout 4 Junk Jet. Together these mods give you an arsenal capable of destroying anything that gets in your way. Next, let's fill out the world with immersive lore-friendly items. Scientific Chemistry adds chems to the game, each with their own different array of effects, including Mentats, a powerful nootropic that increases memory-related functions and speeds other mental processes, Jet, a powerful hallucinogenic chem that stimulates the central nervous system, triggering a rush of energy and strength, Buffout, a highly potent anabolic steroid, Psycho, a military-grade psychosis-inducing amphetamine, Day Tripper, a mild hallucinogenic, Excel, a highly addictive general performance enhancer, Med-X, a potent opiate that reduces the perception of pain, as well as Stimpaks. Most of these items can be crafted with the Chem Lab included in this mod, as well as found throughout the world in relevant areas. Fallout Food mod adds several pre-war food items from the Fallout universe, such as Sugar Bombs, Instamash, and Cram. It also includes drinks Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla, with a mechanic to let you collect bottle caps whenever you open one. With our transformation almost fully fleshed out, let's add a few mods that I think fit this transformation perfectly. Minimal display bars can be used to display your health bar on screen, as well as any other stat you'd like. Mini Health Panel adds this cool body display to the screen that gives an overview of your character's wounds. Evolving Traits World can be used to simulate a perk system where your character can progress and earn new positive traits, as well as get rid of negative ones. Dynamic Trading adds a way for you to meet traders that you can barter with. Fusion Flea Supreme adds the Fallout 4 rendition of the vehicle. Dogs adds the possibility of getting your very own dog meat in the game. A few mods which some of you may be familiar with, Scrap Armor, Weapons, and Guns, along with the Workshop, brings an extra edge to this transformation. Better Lockpicking can be used to add a lockpicking minigame. And there's also plenty of true music options that add tunes from all of the games if you're into that kind of thing, as well as a Fallout themed level up sound. With that being said, the full mod list collection will be in the description of the video, along with the settings I'd recommend to use with this transformation. To wrap up the video, I'd like to talk about Project Mojave. This is a massive project in the works that aims to completely overhaul the game in just one mod, including new weapons, clothing, food, and an entirely new map designed after Fallout New Vegas. This is obviously a very ambitious project, and with the last update from the creator being months ago, it's easy to be discouraged. But if this mod does get finished, it would be incredible for fans of Fallout. And if you're a fan of zombie movies, check out this video where I transform Project Zomboid into 28 Days Later.